Hold on 1 second. We broke 175. I'm trying to figure out what color Lambo to get. And I'm trying to figure out if eBay is going to accept Litecoin so I can buy this spacesuit for the moon.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture. Just having some fun with it. Not only did we break 175 resistance, but we broke through 200, which I didn't think would happen as quick. And look at this big, beautiful daily bar that hasn't even closed yet. It's awesome to look at. I hope you're enjoying it. We've been waiting for something to happen, whether another breakdown or a break up, and I want to take a look at a couple of things. So for starters, and this is kind of my prediction, if you want to call it a prediction, I think we're going to break above this trend line here soon, and I think we're going to make at least another run at the 170, 175 resistance. And if we do, if we touch that for a third time here, in the coming days or whatever, I think we're going to break above it. So in that video, I said if I was wrong, I would document it. I never said I wouldn't document it if I was right too. So I needed to document. We broke 175. Now let's look at a more suitable contextual video. Some things to look out for would be, again, as I talked about, forming a new channel above the 170. And you see this channel here. And then if we do form a new channel, we're going to have new barriers to break, but we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. So there we go. New barriers to break. New channels. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're continuing to tell that awesome story of Litecoin, and it's fun to watch. It's not predictable, but it's definitely something that as we see these channels and as we see these supports and these resistances, it really is a story being told that we can prepare for. Not predict, but prepare, so that we know what to do when it happens. And right now, what I really want to look at, I want to look at a few different things. So we obviously broke the upper trend line. We finally are in the midst of creating a new high. Where's my paintbrush? So we're in the midst of creating a new high. Who knows where this high will be? But right now, you can see we wicked up and we tested the 220 resistance. And this is the same channel that I had on, where was that? It was this video. I had that 220 resistance with the support at the 170-ish area. And here's the same channel on this chart that we're talking about right now. So really what you want to keep an eye on is a couple of things. Volume, which I actually don't have the volume indicator on this chart. And we also want to look at the 220. Can we, as we go throughout this day, can we break 220 if we really start approaching it? Right now we're trading at 208, so only time will tell. If we don't, we might cruise back down and we might retest. And this is an important part of the process, is to retest the 170 or the 175 area. Just because, this awesome uptrend right now, this awesome green daily bar, it's not going to go on forever. And that's just something to keep in mind. So we have to be realistic and anticipate this new channel. What we really want to see is a new channel. I would love if we break 220 and we have to start looking at 250 for resistance. However, that might not happen. So if we don't break 220, if we bounce off, if we bounce around in this channel a little bit, we want to look at the 170, 175 area to see if that holds. That is a very important thing that I'm going to be looking at. And I mean, we can really even probably, as a first step to evaluating the 175, we can look at 200 as a support as well. So those are a couple things, at least on the downside, to look for. Now on the upside, like I said, we have the 220. So if we do end up breaking 220, say it happens in the next few hours or today or something, 250 is the next thing to look for. And not only that, I'd be curious to see if we actually form a new channel, and maybe slow down and we see some consolidation in this new channel in the 220 to 250 area, which is, it's likely. It's not definite, but I could see us really bouncing around in one of these two channels. I don't think this run is something that we're going to see just, one of these. I don't think we're going to see one of these right now. And that's okay. It's actually probably better if we don't. We want Litecoin to see a steady growth. And that's kind of the other thing that I just really wanted to touch on right now, which was I mentioned this trend line briefly in a video, I think last week or so. And, when putting trend lines on a chart, everybody has their own style. You can put a trend line on a chart and you can say, I don't like how that looks. That just doesn't seem right. And that's pretty much, that's pretty much how people do trend lines. This trend line that I put on the chart the other day, I like this trend line. So, it obviously has a slower growth. This is right here, April 30th, and this trend line's at like 189. That doesn't mean we're going to be trading at 189 there at all. But this is kind of just an upward trend line that we keep an eye on. So this could have us in the high 300s in the summertime, which is cool. But we want to keep an eye on kind of this motion of Litecoin, because right here in December, we really traveled far away from this trend line. And obviously gravity pulled us back down. And this is something so typical with not only Litecoin, but pretty much all cryptos. You see, we every time we get away from a moving trend, we get pulled back. And it's normal and it's healthy. And it happens so often. So I say that because if we start moving away from this trend line right now, it's awesome. I love it. But gravity always eventually pulls us back to retest different areas. I don't think we're going to be retesting this trend line down here. However, it's important to look for these supports that we finally are creating again, which is right now the 175. We broke it. I think it's awesome. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited out there, just because it's fun to watch, one of your investments go up. And not only that, I did a video yesterday just talking about all the things going on behind the scenes. And there's so much cool stuff going on right now within Litecoin specifically, from a tech side, from a merchant side, from other aspects. And when the price kind of mirrors that and reflects that coolness, it's fun to be a part of. It's fun to watch. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're planning accordingly. If there are some of you out there that want to take some profits, I hope that you're prepared to do so. And some things just to look out for, again, just to recap, let's keep an eye on the 220 as a resistance to break. And, let's look for a 200 support. And if that fails, a 175 support. But with those things taken into account, I think it's been a good day so far. So I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you have a great day. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.